Hi Taurus, welcome to Lightsageintuitive, or welcome back if you're one of my returning subscribers. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. I'm going to be doing a general love reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm going to pull some cards for you and your energy here, your person here, and for the connection between you down here. So let's take a look, guys. What's going on? What guidance, clarity, confirmation, what messages does Spirit feel like Taurus needs to hear today? What do we have for Taurus, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. Strength. All right. I feel like you're in a position right now that has required you to dig deep and draw upon your strength. I also feel like you are discovering just how much strength you actually possess. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Hermit. You are putting a lot of effort into something, working on. I feel like working on yourself. I also feel like it's something that you are being intuitively guided to do. With the Hermit card, it's like your intuition is so strong. Both of these cards, the Hermit, to me, also speaks about intuition. You are doing this work because you intuitively feel guided to do it. It's like you don't even know why, but you know that that's what you need to do. And you're kind of retreating. You've pulled back a little bit. You're taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, doing some self-love, and kind of just contemplating why you're here, what you're doing, why you're putting this effort and this work into this, why you value this. And you do, because you're not going to put this kind of work into something that you don't value. And it's really requiring a lot of strength from you. What's on your mind, consciously or subconsciously? The Three of Wands. There's something that you have put into action, some plan that you have set out, and you are waiting for it to come in. They kind of came out backwards. I feel like they should be this way. But it could also be that there's a plan, something that you've been waiting for, but through this evaluation, through this paying attention to your intuition and gaining some new insight and clarity, it's like you're revamping, you're reevaluating this plan, because this is waiting for the plan that you have put into action. This is making the plan. I feel like you're revamping some plan that you've had. You're evaluating the plans that you have laid for yourself, that you have been waiting for, and realizing, you know what? I want to modify this. Oh, wow. I need to change this. With the Two of Cups, this is about offering your cup of love. It's that soulmate connection. This is that I see you, I know you, I feel you. It's that deep, expressive, beautiful love. And that's what you want. It's what you're thinking about. You're trying to figure out why this hasn't come in the way that you want, and what you need to do, what path you need to follow in order to make room for this to happen. Your suggested action from the universe, if you choose to take it, is not to walk away. So I do feel like that could be kind of what you're looking at, what you're questioning is, do I walk away from this? And the universe is saying, no, do not walk away from this. But I am feeling like, yes, there is a need to reevaluate or revamp the path that you are following to get there. What are the potential blocks to this? The Star. Just some illumination and some clarity, some healing, some hope from the universe. I don't feel like this is a block. I just feel like when the moment is right, the universe is going to give you this sign. You're going to understand at this point that no, you are not going to walk away from this. It's not meant for you to walk away from this. What you seek is actually here in this situation, but there is a need to make a new plan to bring this about. For your spiritual growth, Nine of Wands. This is often called the Wounded Warrior card. It's being defensive, but it's really being protective. I feel like you've fought a long, hard battle. You have taken care of yourself. You have done the hard work. You have been true to your passions, and the battle is over, but you're kind of tired. You're war-worn. You're feeling protective. And you need to catch your breath. You're looking back over where you've been and where you've come from and kind of evaluating and analyzing and gaining the lessons from the experience. Recognizing how it has made you strong and just how freaking strong you are that you got to this point. What else? The devil. You've overcome a lot of obstacles, a lot of your own patterns. I feel like you've broken away from a lot of things that have kept you bound or held you back in your life. It has been a hard-fought battle, and yeah, you're a little worn out. But oh my God, look at what you have done. You freed yourself. You actually freed yourself from this cage. You recognized the self-imposed limitations through experiences, beliefs, thought processes, things that you have learned, and you freed yourself. You recognize that those aren't your truths. It was a hard-fought battle. Let me get one more card for that position. Five of Swords. This is about winning at all costs. I feel like there were some wounds that needed to be healed, some wounds that you discovered or uncovered, and even through recognizing this truth and freeing yourself from this, there's some wounds that you caused in this process. But you know what? It was necessary. It was not intentional. It was not malicious. And you had to do this. You had to overcome this. It was necessary for you to be the victor. I feel like this is you being the victor over yourself, over your own self-imprisonment, freeing yourself. And yeah, maybe someone didn't like that change. Maybe it kind of ruffled their feathers. But you know what? That's too bad because you had to do what you had to do for you. For your potential outcome. Ace of Wands, a passionate new beginning. I feel like I see it here. When you get through this point, when you do catch your breath, when you recognize the walls that you have because of where you've been and how to begin to take those down, to recognize that you have been the victor over your own demons, the passion that is going to be sparked in you, the belief in yourself, in your strength, in your ability, and this rekindled fire. Like I feel like there's going to be a spark lit in you, and you are going to be so motivated to pick that up and head forward. We have the Five of Cups. This is about loss over. This is about sadness, grief, regret over loss. I feel like you're looking. It's like you want this passionate new beginning. It's here. You're going to seize this. But right now you're still grieving the loss. And there is nothing wrong with that. It's necessary to grieve our losses, to evaluate, to look at them, to feel what we feel so that they don't haunt us, so that they don't become these devil toxicities that we carry with us because we have not dealt with them. When you are ready, you're going to turn around and see these two cups that are still standing. It's not lost. It's here. There's hope. There's light in the distance. That's very akin to the star for me. You are going to stand up. You are going to recognize these two cups, and you are going to realize that this passion has never died, that there is something you are very passionate about and that you want to go after. I want to get one more card for that. The Hierophant. This is about moving something to a higher level. I feel like this is a lot of things. This is something within an institution, within a structure, whether within church, marriage, within the legal system, within a relationship, moving to a higher level. I feel like several things are going to happen for you. I don't know why, but I feel like this spark has to do with higher level of learning, furthering your education. I really feel that there. There's also something that you're very passionate about, that you have a lot of desire, sensual passion. I feel like it has to do with this Two of Cups, these two cups here that are still standing, that have been in your mind, and your desire and your passion to go after that, to move this to the next level, to do the work, to grow, to really pay attention to the details in order to further this to the next level. It is going to move. It is going to shift. It is going to grow and change into something so much more. Bottom of the deck is the Tower. Huge change. There's something that happened that was a big shakeup for you. Could have been a very literal thing in your life, like losing a job, moving homes, whatever, or a relationship ending or beginning. But I feel like largely this was internal for you, doing self-evaluation and self-healing, really looking at this tower and how you built so much, put so much into something that could not support it, and looking at how to rebuild that with a solid foundation. But I actually think this is beautiful, even with this Five of Cups here. This is a necessary part of life, to really feel and really heal that loss, to really mourn the loss, and when you're ready, to stand up and begin anew. But I just feel like you're gonna be skyrocketed to the next level, and it's all because of you, what you possess within you, and the work that you've done, because of the strength within you that you have tapped into and relied upon. Let's take a look at what we have here for your person. Taurus's person, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on with Taurus's person? Six of Cups, reminiscing about the past, the desire for reconciliation, can be like really focused on the past, looking at trying to look back without seeing things as better or worse than they were. But their mind is definitely on connections and emotional relationships from the past. Those things that have filled their cups over their lifetime. Those relationships, those emotional bonds that are significant. They're just reminiscing, kind of in this contemplative feels, up in their feels. Wow. I feel like we have the High Priestess here. I feel like there's something in their intuition, something that has come to them, some knowing that they have, could be about a reconciliation. Maybe you are a person from their past. This reconciliation, or recognizing, feeling, understanding at some level that there is a deep soulmate past life connection here. It's coming into their awareness through their intuition. Eight of Cups. All right. What's going on around them is the Eight of Cups. It's walking away from something. Now, that doesn't have to mean like literally leaving a situation. It could be walking away from an aspect, walking away from something that is no longer fulfilling. These 8 cups took a long time to fill. There's a lot of emotion, connection, life experience in these cups, but there's something about it that needs to be walked away from. Something that is no longer satisfying, and they are trying to figure out how to step forward and find their 9 of cups. What's on their mind consciously, consciously or subconsciously. Ooh. We have the Queen of Swords, the Hermit, and the Queen of Wands. I really don't always get this. The Queen of Wands can represent the other woman. Queen of Swords is the card of Libra. It's air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Queen of Wands is the card of Aries. It's fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I feel like what's on your person's mind, and whether that is aspects of themselves, they're very logical, intellectual, balanced mind, and their passions, their desire, their motivation, what drives them forward. We have the Hermit in between these 2 cards. This is taking time out to look at a situation, to kind of just gather information, enlightenment, nurturing the self, connecting with the higher self, even communing with the divine. I do feel like for some of you, it is that there are 2 people, maybe, and it doesn't even have to be like, 2 different romantic relationships. It could be their child or their mother, or it could be a spouse and a lover, or 2 lovers, and it can also be the aspects of themselves, but they're going within. What's on their mind is trying to figure out a balance and get clarity on some choice or some confusion that they have about these 2 queens. And that Queen of Swords wants to speak some truth. Their recommended action or suggested action from the universe. Three of Cups. Reconciliation, coming together, reuniting with soul family, soulmates, celebration. It could just be that they need to let go and have a good time. But with all the other cards here, what I really feel is they're being guided by the universe to reconnect with this past life connection, or this past from this life, either a connection that was from their past, or I really do feel like this is a recognition of a past life connection, and the universe is saying, yes, this is destined. The potential blocks to this is the Two of Wands, making the plan. Making the plan to reconcile, to reconnect. That's the only potential block, is actually making the plan. And I feel like before they can make this plan, they have to get through this, what they're trying to noodle through in their head, what they're trying to figure out, this balance that they're trying to understand about these two queens, either these two aspects of themselves or these two people in their life. For their spiritual growth, we have the Empress, the Chariot, and the King of Pentacles. Wow, and the Empress is the divine feminine energy. And whether this is the man, it could be two men, two women, a man and a woman. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. So this is the feminine energy. This can represent a mother of your children, you as a mother, or them as a mother if this represents them. Or it's just their feminine principle, the divine feminine aspect of themselves. The Empress is the embodiment of all of the queens. She has all of the passion, the logic, the empathy, the ability to create abundance. But she is able to create anything in her life and bring anything to fruition. Very, very, very nurturing energy. We have the Chariot, which is the card of, this is Taurus and Libra, the Empress. The Chariot is Cancer. It doesn't have to be any of these signs, but that's just the energy of the cards. And the King of Pentacles, it's like the Chariot is about, it's a lot of things. It is about balance. It's about balancing the light and the dark aspects of self, finding a way to be the charioteer in control of the aspects of self, using them to work together to steer the chariot of self through life towards victory and success. I really feel, take this how it resonates. If you are this person, either you are the Empress and you are going to go charging towards your King of Pentacles, if that's who this is, or they are the Empress and they're going to go charging towards their King of Pentacles, if that's who you are. This is a very balanced, the Empress is a little more mature than the King of Pentacles. Don't get me wrong, the King of Pentacles is very stable, very abundant, very grounded with a lot of wisdom. But the Empress is just a little more spiritually evolved. It can also be them in their feminine energy, charging forward to develop and evolve their masculine principle. It could be all of these things. But for their spiritual growth, there is a message here for this divine feminine energy to move forward or to charge forward towards this King of Pentacles masculine energy. A lot of growth, a lot of abundance. I mean, I feel like those two could do anything. For the potential outcome, who else do we have for Taurus, please, for their person, for the potential outcome? Okay, they also have the Tower here, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the Tower and we have the Six of Pentacles for the potential outcome. The Six of Pentacles is about equal reciprocity, things being in balance and equal give and take. There's a lot here I see in your person's reading about needing to find balance. I feel like a very significant message for them, or what they're working through right now, is balancing the self. But I also feel like there has been an imbalance in the flow, a lack of give and take. I feel like perhaps you have been giving a lot more than they have, and there's a recognition of this. You could have brought this Tower for them, But this Tower needed to happen in order to, or needs to happen in order to bring this balance, to bring a recognition of the imbalance so that the balance can be restored. The bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands. This is, it's about conflict, it's about difficulties, but it's about, minor things, difficulties that need to be, fought off or dealt with. But it's also about seeing things from a different perspective, seeing things from other people's perspective to gain new insight or understanding and find new ways of accomplishing something together. That could be both within themselves, looking at things, listening to the different sides of themselves, as well as working together in a different way with other people. I feel like that is what they are working on. And I do feel like this, like I said, this Tower is necessary. And this doesn't, this Tower could even be the beginning of this equal reciprocity, this equal give and take, being generous, giving and receiving. But that's what your person is working on. But there's definitely a lot going on for them in respect to emotion and love and their intuition, what they are understanding. I feel like they're going through a huge spiritual awakening, and it's causing a lot of growth within them. It's restoring balance within themselves. Let's take a look at the connection between you. What do we have for a connection between Taurus and their person? That's too many. Not going to do it. What do we have for the heart of the matter between Taurus and the person? The Four of Wands. This is about foundations. Fours are about solid foundations, things that are built on stable ground, which this Tower had to happen in order for there to be stable ground. It is about celebrating milestone events in life. It's about weddings. It's about graduations. It's about significant things in life worth celebrating that help build or provide for solid foundation and moving forward. It is often called the twin flame or the 1111 card, if that resonates for you. In any case, it is about reunion of destined souls. And I do feel like that's what's here. That's the heart of the matter. That's what you guys have in your hearts. For you, the Empress. So I do feel like this is you, this Empress here, and the Six of Swords. You are moving towards healing. You are moving away from these difficulties towards calmer waters. I feel like you are making a new plan and figuring out how to do this. I mean, we have the Empress and this boat here, which is about movement and travel. We have the Empress and the Chariot, which is about movement and travel. There could be a trip coming up. You could be moving towards your Emperor, or they could be moving towards you. But I do definitely see you stepping into your power, into your fullness, creating the environment and moving away from the difficulty, leaving it in the past. For the hurt for your person. Queen of Wands again, and the King of Swords. Queen of Wands, very passionate, very charismatic, very motivated. This is someone who is very sensual, someone who it's hard to say no to. King of Swords is very logical, very practical. They tend to experience their emotions through their intellect. They're going to speak the truth, and they're not always diplomatic about the way they deliver this truth. It is the card of Aquarius, like I said, does not have to be. But I feel like this is kind of the same thing here. This Queen of Swords, this King of Swords, I feel like that could be the masculine, feminine principle of their logic. But they're definitely very passionate. Or there's some truth that they're going to be speaking to this Queen of Wands. Whether that is you or someone else or some aspect of themselves. Influencing factors, Ten of Swords. Oh. This has been hard. This has been painful. This has felt like you have been stabbed in the back. They feel like they have been stabbed in the back. It's like you guys are, you cannot take another sword. You're done. You're wounded. You need time to heal and catch your breath. But this is the 10. It is the end, this cycle of this pain and this feeling of being betrayed or just continually taking another wounding sword is ending. It is over. That is over. It's just time to catch your breath. Something is shifting and changing. Potential outcome is temperance, balance, healing, divine alchemy, bringing two disparate things together and finding a way to alchemize them to create something completely new and different. That's actually a really beautiful energy. It is also another card that speaks to soulmates, spiritual connections. What else do we have for the potential outcome? Knight of Pentacles. So there's a determination, a focus, a desire to achieve this healing, to achieve this divine alchemy, to figure out a way to bring these things together. Knight of Coins is determined and steadfast. It is a very slow moving energy, but the Knight of Pentacles always, always, always reaches their goal. One more card, please. Three of Cups. Again, reunion, reconciliation, coming together, joyful celebration. I see this definitely for you guys. If you have actually been physically separated, I see travel and I see you coming together. If it has just been emotional, there is going to be a reconnection, a lot of healing, and a steadfast, determined focus on achieving this healing and this reconciliation and coming back together. It's actually beautiful. I love this for you, Taurus. I know it's hard. I don't know where you are exactly in this phase, but don't give up. You have all the strength that you need. You have this within you, and it is a beautiful outcome. Beautiful outcome. It is blessed. It is divine. It is very spiritual, and I think you already know that. Anyway, I hope this resonated for you, and if so, I hope it helped. If this resonated, or if I did, if you could hit the thumbs up, bell, share, like, subscribe, any of those things are free for you, and they help my channel grow, and I depend on you guys for that, so I would appreciate it. But otherwise, thank you so much for being here. I do love spending this time with you, and I hope that I see you again. Until next time, love and light.